Hello, folks. DM Trouble Typhoon here, and welcome to Battletech. Now, I had to say silent for that bit because, let's face it, that is going to be one of the most perfect intros to a video game I've ever seen. Because it gives you basically the lore of Battletech, but in picture form. Basically, all of it in a nutshell. Now, this is Battletech, the HBS Battletech from 2018. Oh, sorry. Do I have a profile? Actually, before I continue, I'm just going to very carefully remove the video. I'm still here. I might actually just cut that out, actually. And there we go. And here's another thing. The songs. The fucking songs. I mean, I like MechWarrior 5, okay? I like the fact it has this nice, good, heavy metal songs. But this game, I mean, let's just listen to it. Let's listen. The orchestra, the weight. I'm having goosebumps just hearing it. Which is why I'm leaving the songs in. I'm not bringing in a pandemic song for this. I'm going to give you guys this game raw, vanilla, as it should be. Because to do it anything else would disgrace this game. Because, oh dear God, that song, the songs in this game are so well done, so well made. They have that weight, I think I said that already, and they have the soul. Whereas MechWarrior 5 is basically just your rinse and repeat heavy metal songs, which gets your adrenaline pumping. The songs in this game have more impact, in my opinion. Now that I've basically spent probably a good 4 minutes just having a nerdgasm over the music, let's just get going, shall we? Let's get a campaign. As I switch back into the game, because, you know, actually thinking of clicking on campaign on the OBS recording screen will not bring us to campaign. Now, I have played this game before, but we're going to start a new game. Should I do custom or standard? Well, I'll do standard. I was waiting for the game to load. That's the one downside of the HBS Battletech for my rig. It does take a while for it sometimes to load. But HBS Battletech is honestly one of my favorite Paradox games out there. We're up there with Hearts of Iron 4. And if the sellers ever get their off their ass and actually make give us a DLC which that completely overhauls how your armies work, and give the options to level 1 Arnold, make your own Battletech. Oh wait, hang on, cutscene. I'll shut up now.
I am Kamea of House Urano, High Lady of the Oregon Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times, about the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great mech warriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
Chills! I still have got chills. Oh! Now, that's also one other thing I like to point out here, and I'm sure most of you guys already know this. Cryptic Games... No, not Cryptic. Catalyst Games, there we go. Travel, this is not Star Trek Online, this is Battletech. I know. Catalyst Games actually made this game canon. So, from now on, there's going to be the Origin Coalition on the star maps from now on. Alright. And I'll be right back, guys. I gotta use the bathroom, so it'll be a couple of seconds for you. It'll be probably a minute for me, so I'll be right back. Clap! Clap! And I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. So, let's go, shall we? The Regan Reach is a small kingdom in the rimworld periphery of the region of space that lies in the outskirts of the most densely colonized inner sphere. It is home to the Origin Coalition, a federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy ruled by the Arano family. For 3 generations under the rule of House Harano, the Origin Coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. This is here where your story begins. Now, what I know of Battletech lore, nowhere is no nation in the setting is relatively peaceful. I don't think even the Taurian Concordat had a very peaceful time after the American Civil War. I don't think, or even during the Four Succession Wars. Then again, this is the periphery, not the inner sphere, so I guess the cause could be said that whoever who gets the throne in the Star League doesn't really mean jack all for them. So that could be true, but I'm surprised the League of Reach wasn't, invaded. But then again, it did say relatively peaceful, which could mean they have the problems, but peaceful compared to the other galaxy. Decades ago, your founding came to reach from, okay, the Draconis Combine. Should we be from Kurita? Mech warriors who hail from the Combine tend to be fierce, disciplined, and relentless fighters, no matter the odds they might face on the battlefield. Why is there just a moment attack on? I want to blow a nose. Anyways. Although the Draconis Combine is as ethnically diverse as any of the vast interstellar empires, it's also one of the most culturally homogeneous. Over the centuries of rule, the founding House Kurita has succeeded in uniting the people of the Combine into a single culture, one heavily molded around medieval Japanese society. With some, most notably the descendants of the conquered Principality of Razahog, continue to chafe at the uniformity of the Draconis society. Overall, this has created a more cohesive populace and military than seen in the other great houses of the Inner Sphere. Do I want to be Korea? No. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm not the honorable. The Free Worlds League, Merc. Mech warriors who hail from the Free Worlds League tend to be passionate, enduring fighters who value justice and equality above all else. Oh, the oldest and theoretically most democratic of the great successor states of the Inner Sphere, the Free Worlds League is actually a broad coalition of many minor noble houses. For most of the League's history, it has been ruled under martial law by a Captain General, who by tradition is from House Merc. The cultural diversity and relative independence of its component regions are at once the greatest strength of the Free Worlds Leagues and its greatest weakness. So basically, Free Worlds League are kind of like your Republicans or Democrats of the United States. They're democratic, but basically it depends who you vote for. Do I want to continue reading all this? Oh boy. I don't get kind of mouth. I think I got some more to buy. Mech warrior who hails from the Federated Suns tend to possess more finely honed skills and better equipment than their counterparts from the other regions of space. They often see themselves as the richest rulers, or not rulers, warriors and champions of liberty, sometimes to a fault. Though nearly extinguished... Hang on, I gotta blow my nose. Oh, crap. I hate... Don't you hate when you read, when you're trying to breathe, all of a sudden your nose gets blocked? Anyways. Though nearly extinguished by the Draconis Combine in the First Succession War, the Federated Suns, a constitutional monarchy ruled by the renowned House Davion, has become arguably the most powerful of the 5 great successor states. Though skillful military campaigns and subtle diplomacy, House Davion has significantly increased the number of star systems under its control in the last 2 centuries, and later joins the Lion Commonwealth. Speaking of which, Mech warriors who hail from the Lion Commonwealth tend to be hardy, well-equipped, and well-trained, though they have also earned a reputation of not being particularly the strategic thinkers on the battlefield. I mean, hell, their scout lands are basically 4 atlases. I don't think they're not as strategic as hell. Wealth is the greatest strength of the merchant princes of the Lion Commonwealth, ruled by House Steiner. Despite a number of humiliating defeats in the first 2 succession wars, the Lion Commonwealth has bounced back thanks to the combined strength of its economy, the biggest of the 5 great successor states, and its control of the Inner Sphere's largest functioning battle mech factories. What the Lion Mech Commonwealth may lack in military prowess, it makes up for with raw numbers in industrial scale. Then we have the Capellans. Mech warriors who hail from the Capellan Confederation are dedicated stealth combatants, capable of holding the line and often surprising those opponents who make the most mistake of underestimating them. The Capellan Confederation has suffered the most at the hands of the other successor states over the last 2 centuries of war, having lost nearly half its territory it once controlled at the height of the Star League's rule. Over time, the leadership of the House of Leo has transformed the Capellan Confederation into a socialist police state with a highly regulated economy. Most Capellans take great pride in their citizenship, which must be earned through service to the state. Basically, the Capellans. Next! Damn. Mech warriors who hail from the magistracy of Canopus can run the gauntlet of skill in fighting styles, but they often favor clever and unorthodox tactics on the field. While smaller than the great successor states of the Inner Sphere, the Magistracy of Canopus is one of the major powers of the Rimworld periphery. The Magistracy is a matriarchal society led by a magistratrix. This is an elected position open to any women, but largely controlled by House Centrella, due to the family's popularity. The magistracy supports an open society that ensures the personal liberty of all citizens and the right to live their lives the way they see fit. More water. I only got 3 more to go. So, matriarchy. Isn't this the normal periphery that also have cat girls? The Taurian Concordat. Mech warriors who hail from the Taurian Concordat tend to be stubborn and aggressive. They can be quick to anger, but they are nonetheless skilled, perceptive combatants. Founded as a constitutional monarchy under the leadership of House Calderon, the Taurian Concordat is the strongest military power of the Rimworld periphery. It is also one of the oldest surviving realms of human civilization, having been formed long before the creation of the Star League. Taurian citizens enjoy extensive freedoms guaranteed by the Charter, and take pride in defending those freedoms through compulsory service. The Taurian Concordat have long had an antagonistic relationship with the Inner Sphere, particularly with the Federation's sons. Basically, and I'm quoting text here, hippity hoppity, get off my property. The Rimworld periphery. There is no easy way to characterize mech warriors hailing from the Rimworld periphery. They can be anything from petty thugs to ruthless technicians to skilled and honorable warriors. The nations and minor noble houses of the Rimworld periphery have long played a role in shaping humanity. The Star League's downfall began in the periphery, and eventually into the current entire states of these disparate star systems on the edge of known space. The periphery is still the galaxy's frontier, where the great houses of the Inner Sphere play deadly politics. Petty bandits thrive, and pirate bands prey on the minor noble houses trying to survive in this hostile environment. And finally, mech warriors, the deep periphery. Mech warriors that hail from the deep periphery are rare, but even rarer is the mech warrior who will admit to such an origin. Beyond the outermost edges of the periphery, depths of space will remain uncharted and unknown to most of the human civilization. Little is known about these regions, but they are far from uninhabited. The deep periphery is littered with abandoned colonies and small outposts, isolated from the rest of humanity. After the fall of the Star League, General Alexander Kroninsky led the remnants of the Star League Defense Force into the deep periphery, disappearing from the Inner Sphere and from recorded history. This happens before the Decline Invasion, so yeah. So those are so that's all we got. So who are we from? I'm not gonna pick any of the. I'm not gonna pick any of these because you. So it's gonna either be the Canopus or the Tornado Cardat. I'm not gonna be Rimmer Periphery. I'm not gonna be Deep Periphery. I'm gonna say the Torians because I want to go happy hoppity get off the fucking property. Plus, I did Canopus before, and let's face it. That's gonna be the thing. Now, you are of noble birth. Really? Though immigrants to the original reach, your family soon established a comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of Norwegian space. By the time you were born, your family had become the de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. You were the oldest child, heir to the family's titles and ancestral Balamac, an old blackjack BJ1. I kind of really wish that this game will allow you, depending on what you pick, select your starter mech, but it's always just blackjack. This is where you met Raju Mastiff Montgomery, a veteran of the Succession Wars, whom your parents hired on for a session to train you as a mech warrior. Raju was strict but a capable teacher, and you quickly became a skilled pilot on his tutelage. It was an uneventful life. Until the day after your 16th birthday, when... Now we're going to pick something which affects our skills. So, you were exiled. With the gunnery and tactics, if you were exiled, when we saw our family in blackjack, we stuck it on our own with piloting and tactics. Bankrupt tactics and guts. Dynamics and piloting and guts. Family trade, gunnery and guts. Alongside our family was betrayed. Out on our own, we fell into a life of... We could be a soldier, a frontier pilot, a Solaris gladiator, an interstellar mercenary, a frontier freelancer, or a merchant guard. We have a blackjack. You know what? Screw it. We are an interstellar mercenary. Do I want that? Yeah, mercenary. Until years later, you cross paths with Raju Master Montgomery once again. Pure chance brought you to the Origin Reach, as your mercenary crew took an ill-fitted contract against the enclave of pirates on the outskirts of the Origin space. The job went south, and you were the only survivor of your unit. Raju's allowance happened to be on patrol nearby. After rescuing you and helping to honor your fallen comrades, he offered you a job in the house around a royal guard. So that it is that you find yourself reunited with your old mentor, preparing your ancestral blackjack for guard duty on the coronation day of Lady Camilla Arano. And now we're gonna finally get to pick our character. Ooh, this is gonna be a long episode. So, our call sign. Also, we're gonna be a girl because, let's face it. Because that could be anything. And here's one. And it's, not role playing. So, our call sign. What can I call myself? Alright, call sign is gotta be Tempest. First name. Let's randomize that. Shannon. Shannon Ildry. There we go. Now we gotta pick our. Now to pick our. There we go. I'm a dirty blind natural life, so just gotta customize that. We do have blue eyes. And we'll go with that. Next. Alright, so we got 3 gunnery, 2 piloting, 3 tactics, 3 guts. So basically, we're basically alright. I'm not gonna get comfortable here because my plan is the first episode going to be the entire tutorial mission. So let's just begin, shall we? Confirm. Coronation Day. 8:53 a.m. or p.m. Local time. Let's say a.m. Because after all, I do believe military, we're probably using the 24-hour military style of telling time. Which I never got, I'll be honest. I have always screwed up on the 24-hour clock system, so I just prefer the 12-hour clock one. Wait for them to load. Aha! Begin mission.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, Tempest, I have the espions have refunded your orders to rush the repairs of your Blackjack? Looks like it's all in one piece, but we should run some redundancies on it, just to be sure. Self-field test, you know the drill. More importantly, though, I want to tell you about the job I brought you out here to do. Now, do me a favor, get that Battletech moving. Let's see if there's any kinks in the actuators.
I'll come right out and say it, kid. I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. There's gonna be more to this job than escort duty.
I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since High Lord's Tamanity's funeral, and I'm a little worried about Larry Kamiya's safety during her coronation procession. Anyways, looks like you're at Cheers Checkout. Let's check it. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those brittle old Urbies and open fire.
Like I was saying, I can't prove anything, but my gut tells me something's off, and a warrior trusts their instincts.
All weapons. Enemy mech destroyed.
Good shot. Your guns are in working order, at least. I have been training a lot later Reno since she was 14 years old. She can't be naive at times and proud, but I have no doubt that she'll be a just and effective ruler. It's on us to see her safely to Cordia City. All we'll see is here once she's in the capital, with her cousin Victoria by her side. Hey, Victoria, well, she's only been training under me for a single season, but she's already shipped herself into one of the strongest mech warriors I've ever seen. It reminds me a lot of you, the truth be told. Anyways, we should run a check on your targeting computer. You see that drone over there? That one moving through the tree line? Put some hurt on it for me. And then when it turns, take it out with the rear angle shot. After it's down, we'll keep moving.
Kamiya's like a daughter to me, and her late father, High Lord Tamati, was a good friend.
All weapons committed. All weapons committed. Enemy unit destroyed.
Nice shot. Now, how familiar you are with Norwegian politics, but the Reach was badly shaken by High Lord Tamati's death, and needs a smooth transfer of power, and Kamiya belongs to the Cormorant throne. Go ahead and fire up your jump jets, kid. I want to see you descend this cliff face. Aim for that patch of ground there, near the edge of the lake.
Victoria pulls no punches, but she's been a loyal companion to Kamiya since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
Enemy detected.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that was more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
Warning, pleasant leak detected. Jump jet malfunction. Jump jet systems damaged. System inoperable until repaired. Oh, for love of for all that is holy. This is what I get for insisting on a rush job. Not that I had much of a choice. The Epinosa research yards were backlogged, but like you wouldn't believe, it would look like they were trying to process every single roll of garb mech in the time for the coronation. Red flag! There's any time to get your jets replaced, so we're just going to make do without them. Go ahead and take the mech down with a melee attack. I want to make sure nothing else is going to break down on your blood check before we take it to the Commandant Road. Let's give it a kick!
Engaging.
Or a headbutt. Or a tackle. Yeah. Good hit! At least that's solid, alright? One last test. I want you to take your blood check up to sprint and defray my attack.
push that engine, kid. If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
Running.
Full throttle.
Congratulations, Tempest. Your Battletech's as combat ready as it can be, given the circumstances. For what it's worth, I hope that my suspicions turn out to be unfounded. And we end the day having a good laugh about what a paranoid old man I've become. But if not, then I know that you'll be ready. Alright, time to move out. Leo Rano is waiting for us at the mech bay.
An impressive display, Sir Raju. Of course, this mech warrior was a student of yours. I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
Full throttle.
Tempest, allow me to introduce Camilla Arano, the soon-to-be High Lady of the Regional Coalition. Is Lady Victoria on this channel? For the time being, my father has summoned me to the Picton docks. I have a fleet of selection and a tour of the family reefer yards to preside over before their coronation. Behold the responsibilities of a noble daughter, a front of tedium that never runs dry. I know the feeling, cousins, but this time tomorrow I'll be responsible for the entire reach. Give my best to your father, and don't be late for the tourney. The Gallantons are already thinking about how long it'll take me to cripple that customized monstrosity that you pilot. Bold words, cousin. But the only victory they'll be celebrating is mine. You may be sitting to the throne today, but my Kaga is more than a match for your family heirloom that you call a battle mech. And in the arena, I reign supreme. We'll see, cousin, we'll see. At any rate, I will see you at the tourney grounds. So, Raju, I'm ready to go when you are. Our land along the Cormorant Road as the Arano tradition. Continue. Aye, Karema. We'll get you there in one piece. Tempest, fall behind me. And remember what I told you.
Mission successful.
We're going to continue because this ain't. I'm planning to be done till we get to the. Oh wait.
I remember the Oregon Reach of old, the time of the Great Expansion. I was just a boy then. Proudly we went forth, bringing the light of our coalition to so many systems. And for what? To see our great kingdom slowly waste away? Year after year, the Council deliberates while our economy falters, and the wolves bay at every door, while covetous neighbors plot against us. Well, I say, it can go no further. We are here today because if Lady Arano will not act, someone must. I know what I'm asking of you. You will face former comrades, or even loved ones, on the battlefield. I take up arms against my own niece. But remember, today we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength. So should you fall tonight, know that you did so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the Directorate!
Alright, while we're waiting for this game to load, I'm going to end recording here. This will be episode 1. And I'll make episode 2 to in the TV. So yeah, I'll be right back. I'll see you next time, folks. This is DM Trouble Typhoon, TTFN. Goodbye.